Hello there, everybody. Hello. Did you miss us? We're back. It's Dinosaur Story. I love being back here on GRTW with the Numenera Aerowen crew. Everybody is here. No one is missing. We are all different levels of stable and/or functioning. It depends on who you ask.
Why'd you look at me when you said that?
I was looking at the Twitch chat. Don't fucking try and act like I went for you specifically. Also, if you're gonna say why'd you look at me, don't try and do the innocent Bambi eyes right afterwards. Your cuteness doesn't work on me. Anyways, our crumbling mental stability, or at least questionable stability, set aside for but a moment. We'll debate that later after our lovely viewers, see your characters again. Welcome to the second half of our Numenera Aerowen series. We have had 5 sessions already of so many fantastic personal discoveries, kind of unsettling shadow creatures, revelations about the past and the kinds of things we're willing to give up in order to pursue knowledge in a way that might be a toxic defense strategy to avoid grappling with trauma and pain. Reconnecting with ancestors who we didn't realize we had, or we didn't realize how fucking cool they were. And, having a literal instrument of famine upon your hand. Like you do. But we are back for the second half of our series. We ended off our mid-season with a fantastic little cliffhanger, and we are going to jump back into that real soon. But I am going to let my players introduce themselves, going around. I'm going to start with the folks on the overlay. From what I can see and from what I am seeing, it's going to be Torin. Introduce yourself, your pronouns, your character pronouns, and your character sentence, please.
Absolutely. Hello, I am Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity on Twitch. My pronouns are she, they. I am playing Cadix, the sports and plug nano. I almost forgot what she was. Nano, whose pronouns are she, her. She is a curious nano who talks with machines, and is deeply traumatized.
She's doing fine. She's great. Also doing great is the ever impressive and wonderful Noelle. Take it away.
Aw. Hey everyone, I'm Noelle, she, her pronouns. I'm going to be playing Errol, who also uses she, her pronouns. She's a cheerful glaive who rides the lightning, and she is also very traumatized.
Less traumatized and the running joke of our series being uh, their character is just having a good time. Alex, take it away.
Yes, I am having a good time. Hi, my name is Alex. I use they, them pronouns. I am playing Enoch. He is a mystical nano who possesses a shard of the sun, and he uses he, him pronouns. That wasn't clear. I'm not traumatized. I'm feeling great.
Not traumatized yet. Anyways.
Don't do me. Don't do
Well, we had a lot of focus on Cadix and her trauma. Now we get to go to Enoch. It's great. But you know what is also wonderful and great? The always just remarkable Vivi. Take it away.
Hi, I'm Vivesha or Vivi. Both me and my character use she, her pronouns. Her name is Jinx. She is an intelligent delph who explores yesterday. Exploding is not actually what she does.
I will
That
say,
is,
I think we have done a little exploding of yesterday.
yeah, but that was really not hers. That was more like
That
you
was mostly on me.
and
That was
Kata.
mostly on me.
She's also not traumatized. She just had a midlife crisis and decided that she wanted to do something else but be a damn teacher. So now she tries to keep two kittens alive, without putting them in a bag, because they're always gone.
We here at GRTW support the well-being of all animals, especially kittens.
Yes.
Support your pets. Spay and neuter them when necessary. Anyways, for those of you who do not know who I am, carrying on, going past that statement, Noel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Angela Lemos Mogrovejo. I use she, her, and I am going to try also using they, them pronouns. Yeah, gonna let that one pass by as my discomfort grows by the second, and just say I am the main world crafter slash GM role here for the game. I am in charge of helping craft a lot of the world that our players have been going through, which is known as Aerowen, a world of floating islands that for a long period of time has had really no contact with the ground itself. It has been mainly floating up high above through means that people thought were just sort of natural, that kind of happen or maybe magically in some way. Because in the world of Numenera, magic and science are kind of the same thing after a certain point, and it's one of those great things that is also equally terrifying. But the group has discovered through a lot of those wanderings, the world was intentionally created in this way, and that many of the islands that they're on, as my own personal nod to the Wind Waker game, were literally the tops of mountain peaks that were lifted up into the sky through technological means. We are going to be creating, going into more of those Legend of Zelda vibes through exploration and temple design today, as today is what I call my love letter to Twilight Princess and also a lot of Majora's Mask. With that being said, I want to do, I don't normally do this at the start of the session, but especially for this episode, there will be a lot of elements of discussions around at least passing references to natural disasters and the design of some of the basic layout of this research site slash temple. So if you feel you are not in a place to try and engage with material that touches upon all of that, even in a more analytical sense, we understand. Please watch your piece. We value you taking any time to be here, and we are going to jump right back into it. As last we left off, our group literally fought off a lightning burb. It's not very often that I can start off a session as in terms of summarizing and picking up. The group fought a lightning burb and a lightning snake. Lightning snake attempting to literally go into Cadix's hand. That was alarming. And the group decided overall to say nah to all that, as one of you punched out one of its eyes and the other one of you took out the heart of the snake, which was not a thought I would ever have considered, but you know, here we are. I never know what players are going to do. That's part of the fun of constantly being a GM, is you just discover people do some weird shit.
I'm normal.
You gave me phasing gloves, and I'm squishy, and there was nothing to do. That thing was coming for me, and it was all I had.
That snake shouldn't have been talking shit. That's why he lost his eyes. Bet he won't do that shit again.
If you can't take the heat, get out of the kitchen. That's all I'm saying.
Get out of the sky, very clearly. Can't take the lightning. Get out of the sky.
Mhm.
So our group found themselves descending after having helped their extremely taxed biomechanical Condor mount and their rider, who was equally stressed and anxious and tired, having just navigated through a literal lightning storm, to the ground level. The group traversed through what seemed to be winding rivers and paths and found themselves on the edge, looking outwards to a floating space of some kind. As a reminder for the basic design for what you're seeing from the outside, start with the shape of an hourglass, where it looks as though there is an entire floating island that has been carved out as though something has almost like taken a chomp out of it. But each of these halves sort of have almost like domes of water that have lines of what appear to be almost crystalline ice floating down from the top section. and the bottom section seemingly has the same reversed going up with a from this distance you can see a massive central platform as a connecting point. They all seem to be both of them seem to be joined meeting at this central platform, and there is at least there was initially some fair distance between the ground and getting up to there until a mysterious traveler a bit ahead of you appeared and made use of a glove very akin to Errol's in design, punched the ground, and literally converted two entire converging rivers into an almost glacial pathway leading all the way up to that center platform. And that is where we pick up as the group has seen this person. They've made themselves known to all of you. That is where we're starting, everybody. As a quick reminder, I'm aware that you want the glove, Errol. As a quick reminder, this individual, in terms of appearance, is very like all legs, all arms kind of body shape, somewhere between like a praying mantis and a grasshopper kind of like features overlaid on top of a humanoid, but with skin that has fracked pavement like aspects to it. For anyone who is curious about the color range on this individual, if you go look up the gem Amylite, it's a very spectral, very, I believe Noelle said prior to us joining the call, it was something akin to if Lisa Frank was told to make a gem, which is a very fair and accurate description of that color.
And I said that with love
used
for
for
Lisa
that
Frank.
gem. That's
I want to be fair.
Love Lisa Frank here. We respect, appreciation, support, love, goodwill. But yes, this individual is quite tall, I must say, too. Somewhere in the range of like 6'6", 6'7". Yes, this individual is in front of all of you.
Carrying that heart in her hand, right? Is that in any kind gooey or disgusting, or is it like because it's kind of is it clean?
I mean, you're all very, in a word, waterlogged in appearance because you just went actual heart of this creature seems to vibrate constantly with electricity. It's the equivalent of carrying around one of those like electro balls that they do at like planetariums and such, where whenever you it's basically what it looks like you're carrying everywhere.
Yeah. She will probably try and wrap that in some leather because her hair is like standing up, and she just wanted to make sure that her pattern, put it in her back, like, and her hair's still. It's raining, but her hair's like.
Somehow through the rain, it is all on end, just being like holding on to it. Any direct touch, you feel as far as several like cups of coffee. It's just like
And then she's gonna look at the other thing, and it's like, do we know about that kind of race or creature, or is
I
that
would
something
say
you've never
so.
seen before?
They are a type of peoples that have recently appeared in the world. You would all have a baseline sense. I would say, especially these are individuals for whom they are referred to as Moscaran, Moscaran. They are There's a variety to the different appearances that they have, but they all have overlapping humanoids that appear to have just emerged from the more like northern region of Terra, that all have, in some way, shape, or form, gems or crystalline geodes incorporated into their bodies. it is pitched to an extent like different peoples live in different spots. It's not like they only live in the northern region, but it is still a little odd to see like a Muscaran person all the way from the northern regions here in the south region. And we're talking like down below the ocean that anyone's already very
Oh, yeah, Jinx would like shove it and she would look up. Mascaring. It's a buff. So, right. Onward?
Yeah, I guess we should go.
I think probably follow up with them on that sort of deal. Like love.
Just
Yeah,
punch the water. So,
with
I mean,
love.
have we even asked their name yet?
actually close enough to ask.
I'm Cadix. What's your name?
Hi.
name is it is Penthos.
Nice to meet ya.
Those.
So Penthos, Penthos.
What are your pronouns?
What are your pronouns, traveler?
Oh, yes. Which I use he, she, and say interchangeably. If
Shit.
would happen to
I
have
still would love from someone like this.
if you would happen to have always that's speaking, but I believe the term is a gender neutral term, something of that sort. So if you also use she or she or anything of those, I would be open to those, but he, she, or they would be perfectly fine.
Nice to meet you.
You see, like for all how tall they are and everything, they are shrinking so much. And their limbs are very long. I was not kidding with the praying mantis description. They look like they're doing the actual praying mantis hands, but it looks more like in
I
shyness.
think I'm going to walk up to Penthos and kind of just like put up my hand and be like, hey, it's just us. Relax. We're not going to hurt you. We're kind of curious as to what the deal is here. So maybe you can help us.
It depends on what sort of questions you have for me. What deal are you referring to in particular?
Well,
First question, how did you do that? She's gonna point
Yeah.
to the bridge. That's
Yeah.
That's sort of, I feel like number one with the bullet right there.
yeah.
Like raises up, and again, this one the best description I have for it is that it's like a cross between sea coral, the ends of a sea anemone, and like stained glass biomechanical like pieces of metal that have just sort of made a glove over like, and you'll notice this has actually gone farther than Errol's. It's all the way up to like their elbow, if not a little bit more.
Errol is slightly jealous.
Um, that that was this.
Okay.
Well, have
Okay,
you been
cool,
up
cool,
there a
cool.
lot before, so you knew how to do it?
No, I felt a sense of trying to use water, and I thought I would give this a shot.
Can I do a perception to see if they're lying and they haven't been up there yet?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with this is an intellect task. This is a difficulty 3. Actually,
Okay.
no, wait, hold on. This is
Okay.
I take that back. This is a difficulty 6.
Okay.
Whoa.
All right.
Can I help?
Now I'm going to ask a lot for you to help me figure this out.
Yes, of course.
Because
Yeah.
I have an
actually, no.
edge of 2.
Yes, so that will mean if you're spending a level of effort, it will only cost you 1 point.
Don't
Okay,
you
what-
have that thing where you
okay.
can tell if people are lying?
Well, that's
Like,
thing. I have
what's the other thing?
perception skill, so I still need to roll for it. I'm not sure.
It would lower your difficulty if
Yeah.
if you're trained in telling whether or not people can lie.
Yep.
That's already like an asset. That's part of your skills going into it.
Okay, so I do have that.
Yes, so you do have that. So that's already drops it down to a 5.
Okay, and I will use an effort to do this. So, okay, and I have an edge of 2. So what does that put me at? 3, 4? Is that 4 at that
So
point?
it started at 6. It
Yes.
goes all the way down to 4
Okay.
from both your original skill of being able to pick up whether people are lying
Mhm.
and spending a level of effort. So that's
Yes.
4.
Okay. Okay, I can do that. I think I can make. I can't really do anything else.
Are you tier 2? Are you tier 2 yet, or
1?
Okay?
Yeah. So that means I need 12.
Can I help though?
Yes, if you feel if
Yeah.
there is an asset or some way that you feel that you can provide assistance,
I mean, I have interacting with others and perception. So
I would say yeah. I would say Cadix can already pick up lies, but I will let you have that as you aiding in this task. That'll be one of the assets. So if anyone else had any other skills or esoteries or anything that they wanted to invoke to try and help, there's still one more asset you can provide to this. But
Mm.
that brings it to 3.
So 9.
So 9.
Could
Oh,
I? This is sort of a stretch. Could I ask my glove if they know anything about the other glove? Is that offensive?
Sorry.
That is a good question, though.
That's a good question.
Like, just in case it's a
Are
black
there
man,
parallels here? Like,
No.
Right.
No. I'm going to emphatically state no.
Oh no. Okay, so I need to roll a
Damn.
9.
So
Or
no,
higher.
no. I'm saying no to the parallels. I'm
No,
saying
yeah.
yes, you can ask, but I will put it this way.
Would that help Cadix at all? Like, would I be able to?
I would say it wouldn't be a full. Here's what I'll do. I will give you a +1 Cadix to your roll, and not an additional drop in difficulty for this reason. It is because Errol is not good with picking up whether somebody is lying to them or her. So
And we
you
all
don't know whether you can trust your glove.
Okay. That and we are aware of that, at least the Famine's gloves trajectory, if you will. Like we all shared that information, right? Yeah. Sorry, go ahead, Alex.
I have a cipher I haven't used, but I don't know if it would be wasted.
What is the
Uh,
cipher?
Just because it's a telepathy implant and I could just straight up read their mind.
I mean,
that
we've only
is-
got 5 sessions left.
That would get around even needing to tell,
Yeah.
even needing to do a check.
Or
So
if
that's
you want to
Yeah.
implant that in Cadix, just saying.
You know, well,
I don't know if it works
the-
that way, but let's just throw that out there.
Well, okay, because it's a tattoo, right? So it enables
Oh.
me to communicate with one other person
Is it a
for
temporary
X amount of
tattoo?
hours. It's a temporary tattoo. Yeah.
Oh no!
Is it like
Yeah.
a brand logo?
No, it's
Enoch
just
has
like
a brand now.
Yeah, it's just a picture of Enoch's face giving you the smarmy look. Yeah,
It's
like
Enoch's
he's doing the
emotes.
fuck boy
and
pout. Yeah,
I was gonna go with more of a classic, which is it's the duck lip selfie.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And like a
it's
sun
officially
behind
that.
the head.
You're not doing pod face.
Okay, here's what I will do. Here's how do so we can conclude this.
Yes.
Addicts, if you want to do the roll, it will be a difficulty of 9 plus 1 added to your roll. Enoch, if you want to skip the roll entirely, you can choose to do that, but it is a tattoo, so it's kind of hard to hide.
Whap.
Yeah, exactly. So it will look extremely strange and kind of obvious unless you try and be subtle about it, which will be a speed task
Yes.
unto itself.
I would say
Okay.
hold it. It might be more beneficial later in a more scary moment. But
Yeah.
that's
I
totally
feel
up to
you.
you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
That's why I was been holding on to it. Just cause, just in case. Okay, keep going.
Nice. Please be nice to me today. Let's just do nice things and roll higher than 6. All right, cool. Thank you. 9. 9.
This is the
All right.
way.
Oh no.
Immediate.
So Enoch,
What
that
was it?
tattoo.
It's a 2. I don't know shit.
You can spend
Oh,
the,
Looks like a person to me.
you can spend the XP to
So here's
reroll.
the deal.
I don't have XP because I leveled up. Or
can
Oh
I
something.
give
yeah.
can I
No.
give no.
No,
Ooh,
the person
okay.
has to individually
I'll be right
Please.
back to
spend
swap my dice though. Okay. Thanks.
That's fair. That's fair.
So here's the thing, addicts. As far as you can tell, Enthos is not trying to lie to you. That is how I will phrase
Gotcha.
it. You do with that what you will, but as far as you can tell, Enthos is not trying to lie to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the tattoo.
Let's meet these people. Hello, traveler. Starts just like working on.
No, okay. What I would like to do, I would like to do the tattoo, but also use hedge magic to make a loud ass noise over in the lake somewhere and pull Penthos's attention away from what I'm doing.
Oh, they are like extremely startled. Like you ever seen like one of those tiny like purse dogs being kind of shaky, or you ever seen what is it? My partner is affectionately referred to me as a greyhound, a spindly, anxious greyhound is what my partner has referred to me as whenever I've been nervous about something.
Oh my.
That's basically how Penthos is right now. Is just
Good.
like they look like someone just scared the bejesus out of them.
Slap that
But
tattoo on.
but she's not looking at me though. But okay, yeah, I'm gonna put on my tattoo now.
Okay.
And I would like to hear what Penthos is thinking.
You hear oh here. I will roughly try and indicate to you in performance what you are hearing as far as thought process going through Penthos' head. Oh shit, there's another person here with the glove. I don't exactly know how I feel about this. I mean, I've not technically ever been here before, but I feel there's a sensation of something that I've come back here at some point. There's a sense of it feeling familiar, but I don't actually think I've ever been here. But the glove keeps telling me not to tell them anything, but I don't really want to interact with it because I don't like this glove. But it keeps bonding with me and helping with me, so I don't exactly know what exactly is happening.
Mm.
The most anxious, like 800 words a minute 800 words a minute style of thinking you have ever heard. This is
Mm.
most stressed out person you've ever heard. But on the outside, they've the outside stress level is like a 4. The internal stress level is a 4 out of 10. The internal stress level is like a 15.
Poor baby. Oh my goodness.
And
Oh my
I will
goodness.
say you also you do hear another voice as well.
Mm.
Are you worried about something, dearie? No. I'm not. Are you sure about that? You could just try and drown them. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? If we did something to them, no one would know. But you don't want to use me, do you? I'm not exactly interested in power. The last time that I tried to use her power, I nearly got myself killed. Like, but I did keep you and your friends safe. Yes, you kept me safe from a tsunami, and then you made me an outcast from a bunch of my friends. That's great.
Poor pumpkin.
You choose to see it however you wish, dear. Just bear in mind, I've kept you alive, and you owe me a debt.
I think we're gonna be great friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one else is
Girl,
hearing this
that's it.
but Enoch.
You're so nice. Thanks for making the bridge.
I'm happy to help wherever I can. I was it felt right. I don't quite understand
I mean,
what this place is, to be honest.
can we use it?
Yeah, yes. It's not going to disappear anytime soon, as far as
Oh.
I can tell.
No, I meant because you made it.
I
I mean,
mean,
it's not ours. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
you could use it.
and I mean,
Mm.
I while we're talking about using stuff of yours, that glove of yours, it looks pretty. I know mine kind of has like a whole thing. There's a bunch of side effects. Are you sure you want that glove? Like, then
No. I don't want the glove. I don't actually want like walks over to you and is like grabbing you by the shoulders. No. I don't actually. I don't want the glove. I would very much like to get rid of the glove. If possible, please.
okay. I mean, I'm happy to take the glove if you're gonna give me the glove. It's kind of out of my hands at this point, so just give me the glove. Come on, put on the glove. Put the glove on. Come on, give me the glove. Give me the glove, Penny. Come on, Penny. Penny, give me the glove. Penny. Give
Yeah,
me the
like
glove, Penny.
is now
Jinx,
realizing the
should
mistake
we
of
do
getting
something?
close to you, and is like trying to pull away.
Enoch.
Okay. Everyone just relax. Please. I'm going to take Errol, like stand in front of Errol to get between Errol and Pinthos. And I'm going to look at Pinthos and say, listen, I don't know what's going on with you and your glove, but maybe we can help you too. You want to stick with us?
I company would be nice. It would be very appreciated if I could stay with all of you.
All right.
Okay. And
Does the
Errol,
glove,
please. Don't
Penny?
scare our new friend.
Does your glove also, whisper dark secrets into your mind in the night as you sleep?
Yes, actually, it does.
Oh my
It is
god!
very terrifying. It is. I don't like any of it. It keeps telling me about terrible things that I should do to other people. It keeps telling me that I should crush all of you in like an orb of water and just sort of leave you to just sort of drown
No
in it. I
way!
don't actually want to do that.
My glove told me to electrocute all my friends and leave them for dead.
That-
Sorry, I.
Why do you seem happy about that possibility?
I'm just gotta stay cheerful or else you're gonna die.
I prefer despair. At least it's a bit more honest.
Honest doesn't have to be a lie.
I don't think it is necessarily truthful in that one's case. And it's sort of like inching away from Errol. By the way, this has all been happening while you're going along the path. I'm
I was gonna say,
assuming
Oh,
I was
okay,
going to
cool.
go first, just for the
Yeah.
record, and be
Oh,
like,
that makes it so much worse
I'm
if
gonna
I'm up
stick with
against Penny,
Penthos.
like getting up close to Penny as we're like on a giant bridge that's in the air.
yes. That's why do you think I made it this setup? I wanted to make it as awkward as possible.
Oh my goodness.
Carol needs to tone it down.
um,
Say your character.
while we're going up the bridge, when we're getting close, I mean, keeping an eye out just in case this bridge gets like wonky or anything, as we're walking, if it's made of ice. But also as we get close to it, I want to take a stock and like scan the front of the place, kind of like what we did at the Research Center 3.
So
Or-
as you're going forward,
Mhm.
and as you sort of arrive at this central platform, what you realize is again getting closer. I have to pull up my notes because there's a lot going on here. So it looks as though, again, it is that hourglass design where it looks like getting closer to this. It is like so imagine like a snow globe kind of shape that's been turned upside down. Like the top third of it has no signs of water or anything of that sort, but the section that has water looks as though it occasionally has like streams of sunlight going through it. But the sunlight that's going through it, from what you can see from this distance, doesn't line up with what's coming from the outside, from any sort of outside light source.
Mm.
And then when you look down, you see the other section, same kind of deal, except this is the top third of the dome is empty of water, and the bottom 2/3 is filled with water. Except that one seems to have, on occasion, there are almost like tides shifting within it, and small little like whirlpools and typhoons moving through that area.
Hmm. I think the thing I'm looking for is more of just, is there a self-defense system in place like at the other one first before we get shot
You
or
would
some other things?
you would find another one of those plaques like I was outside of the on research site 4
Mhm.
that would indicate in writing that you can pick up from the scan uh, 4 statements.
She'll get Hiram's book out, by the way, and she's just kind of making notes like about Penthos and then this. Sorry, go ahead.
Northern upside down section, fires, flooding, and solar conductivity experiments.
This is gonna suck.
Southern upside down section, hurricanes, typhoons, and lunar tide mapping. Northern flipped sector, blizzards, tsunamis, and earthquake measurements. And southern flipped sector, landslides, droughts, and lightning storm documentation. So you find this as a basic, like just scan of what's happening in the area, and you see that there is a device almost. You imagine the very stereotypical like think the Iron Man esque sort of CGI effects where you're like you're moving stuff in the air, like you're having that. There's like a panel that pops up and goes, "Would you?" That asks the question to Cadix, "Would you like to implement rotation protocols?"
Mm, is this in my head from the machine talking to me, or is it out loud?
No, it's an actual panel that pops
Okay.
up, like because you're basically because you're at the level with Edge, you can just spam scan at
Yeah,
random.
yeah.
Like you're like these because it's picking up a lot of important details, a lot of like power source energy, power source, and also like just Numenera. You don't see necessarily Numenera specific to the point of stuff you can pick up individually, but the
Okay.
technology that you see powering seems to be a mixture of of solar and hydroelectric,
Hmm.
but it's
Uh,
very strange. This rotation protocol seems to be gesturing, like pointing with directions to both sectors. You would assume to both of the domes.
she definitely won't rotate it right now, but we'll turn to the rest of the group. Um, if this is similar to the last research site, my guess would be that this is for testing, like
Hmm.
testing different conditions, and I don't know what they'd be testing, but that would be my guess. Like, like simulation type of stuff. I can ask, but that's my best guess for it.
Oh, should I ask to my glove? Should I?
Oh, you think your glove would tell you the truth?
You know, it's a swing and a miss, but it's better than nothing, right?
Yeah, might as well. I can always
Yeah.
try to ask the computer.
Hey, hey, girly. What's up?
Hello there.
So I don't know if you noticed, I that other glove I mentioned to you earlier,
I
Penny.
did.
It's like there's some real heavy duty power on that one. With the power to control it down hard. I should really make people see.
Are you looking to
But
replace me? I did happen
no,
to
no,
hear
no.
your.
Listen, baby, I would never replace you. You're irreplaceable.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you're paranoid. That's what you are. That's
Right. You do know I can.
Gordon, you are muted.
You do know that I
Don't worry
can
about it.
hear your thoughts when you talk about chopping off their arm to take the glove, right?
That's you. That's you talking into my brain. No, that's you talking to my brain. It's not me.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What do
not
you
me.
want?
It's not me. This place we're in. Do you know anything about it? Is this like? Because I mean, your whole deal is like famine and stuff, and this place seems pretty tuned in with that. Got any deets to share?
I was looked at here for a long period of time.
Okay. You were looked at. I mean, how was it? Was it good?
Unpleasant.
Yeah, that seems. You know, we never really talk about you. We're always. I. I mean, like, you kind of. You do whisper the dark secrets and the angry voices all the time. What did you just start off wanting to kill everyone, or was that did something happen to you?
What question do you have for me, Errol? Get on with
Um.
it.
Okay. Mysterious. Well, kind of. Uh. Ah.
I never thought
The
lesbian flailing would be happening between a humanoid and a glove, but here we are.
Listen. The glove just has this voice. It's just uh where we're at. Is there like a place we should head? Where were you in this place? And would there be a way to made would there be any stuff that they used to work on you to sort of soup you up or like give you a little
I
more,
was in
more
I
juice?
was in the landslide, droughts, and lightning storm documentation center, if you would like to know.
Okay,
I was not fond of it because every time someone would put me on, they would take me off.
interesting. So
Or at
you don't
least,
like being taken off.
no, I like company.
You do, I mean, you do slowly kill your company, and that's kind of my personal issue.
You seemed very happy when you were using me to destroy a whole bunch of creatures threatening your friends.
That was you. That was you talking in my brain.
Right. I was the one who decided to stick around and fight more things.
I don't know what you're implying. I'm happy go lucky Errol.
I
I'm
whisper
here
and
to have fun.
I give you a reminder of what you could be doing and what's possible for you to do. I don't make the choice. Sit with
No,
that one.
I can't wait until we go into that landslides and drought section, and I find a way to take whatever this is out of here. Okay.
Good
So
luck.
Thank you. I do. You know, I always love making new friends.
Where are your friends now, I wonder?
These people.
Did it say anything good?
So it said if we go to the landslides and drought section,
Mhm.
we can. That's where people were studying it, and that's where there's stuff to take it off and everything. Figure out what's going on there.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Is Arrow bad? I'm discovering this in a moment.
It's the best when the character just surprises you.
I was just about to say to be very clear and transparent about intention. The glove is an asshole. It makes no qualms about it. All it will ever do in talking to you is treat it as though these are things that you wanted to do, regardless if
And
it felt like it was giving pressure at all.
I mean, and we talked about this. The glove, there's no mind control stuff
No,
on
no,
the
no, no.
glove.
It is never. There's never any aspect of forcible control. It is always like
The
it is
most
the-
it could do is like ramp up my aggression. Like,
exactly.
it takes away all your spoons. It's like the Venom symbiote. So
Yes,
everything else,
actually, it's the
yeah.
Venom symbiote without an actual control component until way down the line, and that's not a theme I necessarily want to get into. That's why I have made no specific actual timeline. It's just the vague threat of it.
Yeah.
But
Anyways, you all might need to talk to Errol sometime soon.
Okay.
Hmm.
I think I will turn to the computer deck, if you will. Hold on. The droughts were was it south flipped?
yep,
Okay. And what orientation is it now? Is it north upside?
they're
I'll
both
ask.
upside down right now.
Okay. Computer. I'm gonna try to talk with machines.
Okay.
Um, what is your prime directive?
Prime directive for research site number 3 is as follows: documentation and study of natural phenomena, preservation and protection of site as refugee holdout and support area, study of formal artifacts under the guidance and input of head researcher Ezekiel. Additional consultation provided by lead researcher Katerina Kuboto.
I will turn back to the group and tell them everything. And Enoch, he mentioned Ezekiel. Or it did. I should ask.
Ezekiel.
Computer, what
Yeah.
are your pronouns?
I am
Computer, what are your pronouns?
designation can be whatever you want. Designations and usage of pronouns by humanoid creatures are of no concern to me. They are a construct which you have created and formed your own hell through its construction and making.
Okay,
I
well,
wish
I
you
feel
Who
well.
said
like
we can assign it?
this feels kind of,
Judgmental.
mean, a little judgmental. I'm a big fan, okay? There are issues, but like
uh,
all of the gender diverse people have very conflicting feelings about this douchebag computer.
mhm. Computer, how do we get to landslides, droughts? What was the third one? Storm,
Lightning storm
Lightning storm.
lightning, thank you.
documentation.
And
Mhm.
lightning storm documentation.
Protocols required to initiate access to lightning storm documentation sector are as follows: implement rotation protocols, navigate pathways, and additional deterrents placed as defensive measures to ensure safety of refugee populations and any outside threats are kept out. Be mindful. Defensive measures are rotated on a regular basis. True access to Nexus core of Research Site 3 is variable. Will require navigation of rooms of a variable amount and
Understood.
additional authorization by head researcher Ezekiel.
Can Katarina also be used?
The computer, like, if a computer could have like an audible pause,
Mhm.
it's like designation, lead researcher and consultant. Katerina Kubatel does not possess adequate clearance to overwrite authority on any defensive protocols. The command given under authority of head researcher Katerina Kubatel.
Understood.
Relative of head researcher Ezekiel can be provided as adequate genetic identification to implement reauthorization protocols.
Do I
Put
hear
your
all of
blood
this?
into that thing.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I was going to ask, like, where can we provide authorization from Enoch or from Ezekiel's relative?
There is like a variety of like whirring noise that you hear in your head. It's like a lot of information.
Mhm.
It's if anyone could never you mind chat about this computer being a SaaS bot. Enjoy that. Anyways, so you would actually see dual authorization override protocols by genetic uh, by through genetic connection can be implemented in two-stage process. First point of process. First of 2 pointed processes can be determined in solar conductivity experiment section. Second can be established in landslides, droughts, and lightning storm documentation.
Understood. Then I will definitely relay everything. So, Enoch, it looks like you might be able to do it. Okay, hold on. Wait, no, let me go back. So, to get to the landslides droughts, we need to do rotation, navigation, and then there's security, and then we got to get through to the nexus.
Mhm.
For us to not be a threat or to override protocols, you have to do it because you're
Cool.
Ezekiel's descendant.
Sweet. Okay, so what my options are solar conductivity.
Yes, it looks like we could do it in solar conductivity or landslides and droughts. So I think for solar, it's already we don't have to rotate it, but to get to landslides we would.
Right. So I have a question. Where the fuck is my mouse? Okay.
I
Okay.
can't answer that for you.
I can't answer this question for you either, Alex.
It ran away. I don't know.
I have 3 fucking screens and it just disappears sometimes and I don't know what happens. It's fine. Everything is fine. Okay. So I have illuminating touch. I can touch something and illuminate it. Uh I want to know if that would like check off the solar conductivity requirement, like were I to light something up inside of the machine. Or would I be able to use the light spike? Because I don't want to destroy anything, but I do want to like prove my worth, as it were. Is that even necessary? Maybe I'm thinking too much because that is possible.
Don't know what the actual like override protocol like entails. You don't know if it's just I go over here and I grab a chip or something. You don't know if it's like a palm print identification. You don't know if it's a solar thing. You don't know.
Oh, I see. We have to go in to find out.
Yes, the game is about
Yeah.
discovery. So
Oh,
on a
no,
meta
no,
level,
no.
you're just I'm giving you gameplay for fuck's sake.
Can
I
I
thought it
roll
was like a
all
This is
switch
illustrate?
to turn
this is
off
what
the
happens when you
monsters.
try
I
and
don't know.
give your players a vague
So
way of doing something.
intrusion.
If I roll a nat 20 right now, can you tell us everything in this world?
No.
Advantageous malfunction. No, I'm kidding.
I rolled a 12.
Phoebe, I will
let's
go to
boogie, let's
you
boogie.
immediately after this and just ignore the other three for a good 20 minutes.
So I think the security thing takes your genetic makeup to override because
I
you
see.
know they had to. I mean, I imagine they had to have contingencies, right? Because it's been so long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's. I
So
mean,
it's basically you're a Nepo baby.
yeah.
I mean,
What is that?
you're right.
My glove keeps whispering about Nepo babies.
Hmm. Might be good.
It
Then
says
Yeah.
very
it's the
powerful thing to
ultimate
use.
evil.
Oh, did it actually say evil?
Ultimate evil is so funny. Okay.
But
Legend tells of a great
So-
villain named Elon Musk.
so if we I think it mostly depends. First step, at least. Do we want to go to the solar section or the drought section?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, rotate.
Caddix, one other thing.
Yes.
Katerina Kubo.
Mhm.
Additional information acquired.
Okay.
Last known location of head researcher Ezekiel noted as within hurricanes, typhoons, and lunar tide mapping quadrant.
Okay, so second. Okay. Computer. What is the state of Ezekiel? I'm not saying this out loud, by the way. I don't want them to hear it.
Inconclusive.
When was
Additional information. Birthing partner Adisha. Last and secondary head researcher. Last known location. Hurricanes, typhoons, and lunar tide mapping.
last time seen?
Inconclusive.
Are there any other people here?
Detection of warm bodies making movement throughout all 4 sectors.
Can you identify them?
Identification protocols. Inconclusive.
Okay. How about this? Maybe we go to the solar section first. Because I think there might be something interesting to know in the hurricane section, which is both the upside down. What is that the one that's already in? Is that the one that's already in? I can't remember.
It
Sorry.
is both are currently oriented to upside down.
Okay. So maybe we don't flip it first and we explore these two first, you know, because solar stuff might be cool to turn off security. We really need that. I don't want to
Yeah.
get blasted. Thanks. The other thing is we might learn some new information and then we can go to the other side.
Okay.
We could find some ciphers too. I know we use some.
Yeah,
Sure,
that sounds
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Angela, while they're doing all of that, could we actually do a recovery roll?
Yes, if you would like to. That'll just take an action. It's 1d6 plus your tier, I believe.
And then it's for each of them or just one?
2 seconds. 2 seconds. For each of them, so it's 1d6 plus tier points divided among your stat pools. So the first one is just one action, then it's 10 minutes, then an hour, then 10 hours.
All right. Ooh, 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 ooh. 7.
Okay.
Nice. Nice.
So do we want to try to navigate protocol?
Yeah.
maybe Jinx should help with that. I mean, I can try. I can scan a lot. I don't know if it'll tell me anything.
I'm following whoever knows where the hell they're going because I don't.
Actually, that's a good question. Penthos, you haven't been in here before, right?
No. As far as I'm aware, I've never been here before.
Okay.
I mean, I can try to navigate it. Eh, sure, it'll be fine.
If you would like
Well,
to, if you would like to try and do something, Cadix, it will come down to a roll to try and interact.
Yeah, I know. That was a gentle nudge for Jinx. And she's like staring at Jinx.
Okay. All right.
Please help.
I was distracted by talk about pizza.
No,
So,
you're
but
good.
we're absolutely doing whatever Cadix wants things to do. We're doing.
Well, so first we either have to rotate protocol, which I assume is flipping things, but I think the sections we want to go to are already ready, like up. Sure,
Mhm.
up. I think it's relative. I don't know. And then we have to navigate and then take out security, and we might get to the Nexus core. But you're better at
Right.
navigating, and I can just watch your
Navigating.
back. Yeah,
Right.
just like old
So,
times, right?
absolutely. So now we can open up the thingy. Okay, so she is absolutely trained in navigation, and she also has find the way.
Oh, right. That automatically applies. Was it? It's a level of effort when it's a navigation task. Do I have that right?
I would have to go look that up again. And you know what? I can in the ancient tomes. I never know which one it is that I gotta open.
The ancient tomes. I'm so glad that this has become a meme specific to our group, but it's stuck well enough. Let me go take a look. This is a delve specific skill, correct?
Yes, it is. It's one of the tier 1 ones.
To the
Tier 1 one.
tomes. The ancient tomes. The ancient tomes.
Okay, I think it is in Discovery, but I'm not 100%.
It says when you apply effort to navigation tasks because you don't know the way, are lost, or attempting to blaze a new route, need to choose between 2 or more, you can apply a free level of effort. Yeah, so it's free level of effort when it's basically trying to figure out a new way, choose between 2 or more otherwise similar paths, or something very similar. So I'm going to just rule that as general navigation task for a place you have no idea about, and you need to make a decision. Someone has to be the decider in the group.
Right.
Well, responsible decider.
Okay, I was like, I don't know what that means.
Responsible decider in the group.
So do you think we're gonna turn
no,
around
thank-
to Enoch and say, "All right, let's figure out where we're going"?
Yes, let's.
Okay.
And I can support by scanning, just so we don't
Oh,
fall in like the
switch my
hole.
glove.
Yeah,
That?
they might know something. Also, by the way, do you think they were made here?
Hey, were you made here?
No, I was brought.
Where
That's
were
my
you made?
choice.
I don't speak the name of where I'm from.
Give me a
It's
hint.
fine. Okay. uh, Errol? This is going to be an intellect 5 defense task.
Oh
you.
no. Oh no. Oh, the consequences of my own actions.
Yes.
We can't help because it's happening in
No.
their head, right? Okay, we're trying.
Happening in Errol's
This is a
head.
defense
Damn.
test. Is there anything I have that might lower the difficulty for that?
No.
Okay. Great.
You can
I'm
put in a
rolling.
level of effort if you want to drop it from a 5 to a 4.
You know what? It's not enough. That's the -3. I feel like that's not enough for me to spend. I don't have much intellect.
Roll and see what happens, then.
Okay, I'll spend the intellect. Okay, that's a nat 1. That is a natural 1.
jeepers.
That's just a 1.
Okay.
Errol
Oh.
dies. Errol drops dead.
No, I think the dice gods love us, and they just really want us to tell a really good story.
Oh my
So
goodness.
I'm allowed a free intrusion. No one gets any experience for it. Errol, let me start off first by saying this.
I need to Neon Genesis.
So first off, Errol, you're going to take 3 points of intellect damage. So that's the first thing, because this thing tries to tell you directly where it's from. It is, I'll put it to you this way, it's the equivalent of if someone took like Mongolian deep throat singing, mix that with Nazgul shrieks, and then gave it a reverb and an echo pedal added to it, and pitch shifted it 3 octaves down.
And see, that's just the note my singing teacher gave to me. So I don't see the issue here.
So the thing is, it is so difficult to parse out and try and understand what it is saying that to those of you around you, it just looks like just little bits of blood just came out of Errol's ears. Like very painful. The glove discharges around you.
We about to get hit?
Warning. Threat assessed. Threat assessed. Present within central organizing rotation platform.
Oh no.
Implementing immediate defensive environmental protocols.
I would like to do a distinct activation. Wait, is it? No, shit, that's distant activation. Can I try to do that if I know it's about to attack us?
You don't know what's going on until it's just happening.
So we don't hear that though.
Here's the thing. You would
Mhm.
have a chance to react to it if you
Okay.
knew that this was coming. It's as it's saying
Oh,
this,
right,
they're
sorry.
going off.
I
The
forgot we
main
ended that
person
one.
hearing it who's jacked into everything because of like, and we're not talking like just a little bit of spark. It's the equivalent of like an orb of electricity that's the size of a person.
Am I like Miles Morales bursting out of the
Yes.
shield thing? Is that kind
Yeah,
of the
you
vibe?
are basically that. Like it just shoots off lightning, and as a result of doing that, every single pathway going up or down, directions are they're very relative here. You watch as there are those same little mini devices that you had last session that were capturing mini like storm gales have now have appeared again, leading all the way up to the northern path, but now they are turned inwards. So now it's like you're being, but you, if you try to go towards what you see could be a pathway that is now connecting towards the northern sector, you are going to be buffeted from back and forth. So it will automatically increase the difficulty of any sort of task that you have to accomplish to get up to the north sector. And then the southern sector, you now watch as the river paths that were frozen to make a way up here unfreeze and are
Okay.
converted into what look like raging rapids going downwards, and it looks as though it's the only path. So you basically have to figure out or construct or find something elsewhere to try and ride the rapids down, which will also increase the difficulty of navigating a pathway downward. Basically, the result of it is that this thing goes off, all of the environmental protocols shift into effect, and a higher intensity.
What? What was that?
You all right? What's going on? You kind of got
Alex, you're muted. Sorry, go ahead.
something.
Oh yeah, you tell us, boo. What just happened?
She gets out like a handkerchief and like daps the. It's not good.
I don't. What did you do?
I told you where I'm from. You don't want to know where I'm from. Or at
My
least
glove is from hell.
as a reminder to everybody, you did get the information at the other research site that these devices are very akin, like the presence that's in each one of them is akin to the creatures that emerged in the fog that overtook the lands below. Whatever the fuck it is that is in that glove, we're talking like Stephen King's. Yes, whoever whoever posted that in chat, that is the exact vibe. You know who made these bones, dog? You don't want to know who made these bones, dog. You want to know what dimension I'm from, Errol? You don't want to know what dimension I'm from, Errol. Very much that energy. It's you just had a moment of Courage the Cowardly Dog where you became Courage and the glove became every terrible eldritch monstrosity he has to fight and deal with on a daily basis.
I just don't. No. Errol
Okay.
coughs up some blood.
You take the handkerchief.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Okay. Can I do a healing thing? Can I help with this?
Does your healing what does your healing ability require and do, mighty Enoch? Chad Enoch, tell us, what do your abilities do?
I don't actually
Enoch,
know.
what's
It's
your
just
chat
this.
I see?
It's it's the it's just the healing skill. It didn't necessarily specify, but if I could, I would like to flavor it as Enoch, just like having a pouch of like lozenges and like grandma candies. Like those little like strawberry candies and the
Yeah,
cinnamon candies
the
that the
strawberry ones.
grandmamas have at
Right,
church.
and Werther's.
Yeah, like that. Yeah. Like the little caramels and whatnot. I want to have some of those and like some Ricola
Could it have some
and
tissues in it? Just
yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay.
Like little tissues, a couple band-aids, just like a hood first aid kit.
I love those
A
strawberry
little
ones.
bit of Neosporin, maybe, and some Sprite or
And some
ginger
Ziploc
ale.
bags of like Advil.
So this is the healing skill,
Ibuprofen.
correct?
Huh?
This is you're going for the healing skill, correct?
Yes.
So unless you have more specifics, like this is something that is part of your foci or your type, the way that it works is that you decide how many points you want to heal, and then you'll make an intellect action with a difficulty equal to that. So,
Oh, okay.
for example, if you wanted to heal 4 points, it would be a difficulty 4 task, intellect task.
Got you. Okay.
And that's to be honest, it's something that I think that's something that you can do because you have healing.
Okay.
We're trained in that.
Okay. So if you took 3 points of intellect damage, right?
Yeah, it would be an intellect 3 task.
Okay, cool.
Sorry, quick question. Does that have to be the max, or can you define how many points it's going to be? Like, let's say if you did 2 intellect point heal.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
you're choosing what the amount that you choose to heal is the difficulty level that you're getting. That's why it's
Mhm.
based off of what you want to do. Like you could just do a difficulty 1 and be like, it should be easy, but that also means you're risking rolling a nat 1,
Yeah.
which considering this is in relation to healing Errol, who just got Eldritch like
Yeah,
struck.
like blasted. That would
Yeah,
suck.
I just
Hold
like
on.
I opened my eyes and saw Cthulhu
Well,
for a
no.
second, and then like
So, okay, my question is if I'm doing this if the difficulty is already a 3, if I'm trained in healing, does that knock it down to a 2?
I'd say so.
Okay, and if I put in effort, does that knock it down to a 1?
Yes, that is correct. You have correctly understood how the actions and mechanics of this game works, everybody.
I'm getting there.
I'm teasing. No, that is
This
correct. That is actually that is the correct
So
way to do it.
effort and
nice, nice.
edge.
I can't
Effort.
chuck this container of Tums at you right now because I really need it for my throat. But if I could, I wouldn't.
Okay,
What just
so that would mean
something just I just felt a psychic thing of Tums.
Why does it smell like peppermint all of a sudden? What the hell's going on?
okay. So the first one is free. The first one is free. That's right. Okay, I think that's right.
Because
Okay.
you have an edge of 3, right?
No, I have an edge of 2. So does that
Oh,
mean
so
the
it'd only
first
be
one is 1?
yeah, it would only be 1 point.
Okay, cool.
Because
So I'm down to 15.
it's 3 points for the first,
Right. Okay.
but having an
I
edge of 2 makes it 1, which is not that big a deal because you're also a nano, so
mm-mm.
intellect is your highest pool kind of by default.
Yeah.
I can do this shit. It's like a level 1
Yeah,
spell.
yeah.
It's like the equivalent of a level 1 spell slot when you're like a 17th level character. I can throw this shit out there. It's not that big a deal.
16.
You're good. You good. It's
I've been
you
rolling.
catch.
I've been rolling. I'm not going.
No,
Let you know.
I know, because you know the moment you say it is gonna be like,
I
oh,
know. I
bet
know.
I'm about to
No,
give you
no,
one.
no. I put him out in the eclipse, baby. Mhm.
But so no, the candies, the poultice, everything like Errol, you feel entirely patched up, and it's extremely comforting being around Enoch in that moment.
Enoch, the horrors persist, but so does Enoch.
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I need that on a shirt,
We
like a
gotta
little
we
crop
gotta
top.
get merch made. We just gotta.
I could. Yeah.
If it's not if the Enoch horrors persist, but so does Enoch. If that shirt doesn't come with the Enoch tattoo, the temporary tattoo of Enoch with the like
That would be a cute sticker. That would be cute. Anyhow, but yeah, I kind of like
anyways,
hand
but
you
we saw Beyond the
a
Veil and
caramel.
now everything's going to hell.
Yeah. So I think we can only go to. No, can we only go to the hurricane section? Because it kind of looks like the Northway got borked. I don't know if that's the right word.
So here's the thing. With the access that you have, Cadex, you would be able to open up a pathway to either one. Once again, like the other place, physics don't make sense. You notice like if you take even a step forward, you start to go up.
Gotcha. So
Which, so you could do either path. The problem is that now no matter which path you're gonna do, it's just harder to
Really hard.
traverse now.
um, I think we still
So
try to go for the solar, but that's up to you. Yeah, sorry, not go ahead.
I have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
Is there a way if I used convenient glimmer, could I get some insight as to whether or not I could reverse these protocols with my DNA or whatever?
So what does your convenient glimmer? What does it specify?
Let me where did I pull it up?
Yeah, I got it.
A glimmer provides you with a clear answer or suggests a course of action with regard to an urgent question, problem, or obstacle you're facing.
Could we use hedge magic? Is there a way?
Could we use hedge magic? I beg of you. No.
So
Mhm.
here's the deal. Let me look up my puzzle doc real quick.
It's an intrusion, so I would be doing the XP.
Mm-hmm.
No. What the hell?
So here's the deal. I'll put it to you this way. Depending on what your question is, I will give you the most direct answer I can. But it comes down to what question do you want answered?
Um, because I am the descendant of the head researcher, would I be able to somehow use my capabilities or my DNA to prove that to the computer and reverse these protocols to make our path more simple again? Because like the path got more tumultuous because of that first, right?
Yes.
So is there a way to sort of like be like, hey, friendly fire, like false alarm, maybe?
Can you offer me as a sacrifice?
No.
To answer Errol, no. To answer you, no. At the even being a descendant, you do not at this point in time have the clearance. If you had the clearance and came back, like on the way back, if you were trying to navigate
Mhm,
the other rooms and you were trying to get rid of an impediment of some kind, then you
mhm.
would you get the sense you would be able to, but you don't have the clearance yet. However,
Got it, got it.
I will say, because I do want to give you as part of the answer, because you are spending a resource for this,
Mhm.
you do get the sense that if Cadex is willing to interact with the technology around the platform, you might be able to find something else to activate to make at least one of the paths easier to traverse. Because you want to go to the solar one, right? That's the main
Yes.
that's the first
Is
step.
that yeah.
So that would be heading up. That would be heading north. It would come down to Cadix or someone else having to investigate the platform around you because this thing is we're talking like the platform itself that you're on is like a concert stage in
Mhm.
size, but
Oh
it's
my oh
open.
goodness.
It's open. There's no like walls enclosing you.
Oh geez.
Like and I'm going to phrase this way, but to be clear that there is no threat of falling. It is simply the appearance of these things because of the way that you walk. You are always walk. You would be walking forward. The appearance just
Mhm,
alters to look as though you are climbing up. The threat of having at least for the northern part with the wind component is that it looks as though it's just going to push you off. But I will not reveal why you are not falling. But I'm making it very clear that there is no threat of falling on an above table. Note to everyone, there is no threat of falling, but something else is going to happen to prevent that. And it's not a positive thing, but it will prevent any sort of falling. So falling is not part of this equation, but there is still a threat with doing that. And it also means just navigating that difficulty is harder.
Mhm. Uh,
but
would this be a good thing for me to try then?
I would say this would come down to a might or a speed task if you were just trying to navigate the path as it is to get to the other end, but it would also be for everyone else as well. But you would have the easiest time, Arrow. Like regardless of the difficulty, you are still the best trained and best suited to navigate anything like this. But
Hmm.
if the group wants to try and find another resource that they can make use of without needing to worry about all that stuff, that would come down to another task that you need to deal with around the platform to see if there's another resource that can be acquired.
So would my familiarize skill help at all? Because it says you can familiarize yourself with a new area if you spend at least 1 hour studying a region up to a long distance, you're able to directly access and move about in. Once you've familiarized yourself with an area, all your tasks related to perception, navigation, salvage, and defense, blah, moving about the area gain an asset.
And that if you're willing to spend an hour of time there, then yes, you would automatically have that asset for figuring out anything about the platform.
hmm,
So Jinx would in turn, if the group waits the whole hour, Jinx would have the best chance of figuring out where something around here is. I would
Hmm.
say it is a difficulty 4 perception task, so it is intellect.
mhm, mhm.
But as far as, but again, so bullet point: Jinx has the best option, best chance of doing it if you wait an hour. You all could just try and navigate that north path as it is, but right now it is a difficulty 5 task. It was a difficulty 4 task, but the intrusion has implemented the wind patterns.
I think Torin had a question.
Yeah, no, you're good. I just want to. So you had mentioned earlier that Cadix could help. Let me just put it. Definitely willing to, if we want to try that first route.
So yeah, then if you're willing to wait the hour, we can treat that as a combination of Cadix digging into the records and then Jinx trying to do that. It will be a difficulty 4 perception task to see if you can find any sort of resources.
And the real issue here is like the navigation stuff, right?
It's the navigation stuff because the wind, like think of it this way, like don't even imagine it's like a up in the air thing. Just imagine it's like a narrow, like just a straight path to go to this sector. Imagine trying to walk on a tightrope while you're being buffeted from each side by wind. That is basically what the problem is you have a narrow line of space to actually walk across, because the moment you try and step forward, it's almost like bits of ethereal crystalline water start forming an actual pathway, but it's narrow. It's very narrow.
Hmm.
And
I'm also
it's
trained in
very,
climbing, but can we do the math first before we make a decision?
yes.
Sure.
Right? Because with
And
my
are
familiarized
we allowed to
with
help with this?
Depends how you're choosing to help. But as far as the math goes, if anyone wanted to just try and navigate that path as it is, I'd let them choose between might or speed, difficulty 5 task. That's without doing anything else. Which I know for some of you, you're looking at that like, nope. If you
Me
want,
and the chest.
if you want to figure out how to see if you can find a resource around you to help make the path navigation much easier, that is a difficulty 4 perception task. Just plain. So Cadix could do that right now. If you wait an hour, Jinx will automatically have an asset applied to that, and then Cadix trying to help, I would say, would give that +2, I think, or the +1 that you have floating
yeah. I'm
to
also
do
trained in
task.
navigation,
So that would knock it down
and I have
uh,
2 effort.
to
Also, if it's something I can activate, I can do what I did before with the fight we had. I can distant activate something or deactivate
yeah.
in this case.
So you start at 4 Jinx. So you have 1 asset, which drops it down to 3, and then Cadix is going to give you a +2 because I think it's +2 for your ability that
It's
you
1.
share. +1 for your
Plus 1.
connection, and then you're going to put in 2 things of effort.
I was just wondering, that I am trained in navigation. Does that
So
make
that'll drop it down 1. So that'll
right?
put you at 2.
Right. And then because I have 1 edge, that means if I want to add an effort, that's 2.
Yes, it would cost 2 to bring it down to a 1.
Right. So we're gonna do that. And
Okay.
in that hour, if anybody else wanted to like do another healing thing, you have plenty of time.
Yeah, because you would have time to recover any points if you have spent anything else. It would just be for everyone else. It would just be your first heal, because I think Jinx has taken her first heal, and everyone else, if you want to take your first heal, you could do that. But if y'all are waiting that hour, and we're leaving it up to Jinx, it's only a difficulty 1. You need a 3 or higher, so don't roll a 1, please.
It's like as long as
So are we all
as
rolling?
long as I roll a 2 and up, we're good, right?
Mm.
Because I get a +1 from Cadix from
That's
helping.
true. Yeah. So you literally need to roll a 2 or above, please.
I mean, I'm
Let's
not rolling,
try.
so should be fine.
I have 1 XP left, so if I roll a nat 1, I'm totally fine. Right. Ooh, that is an 18 + 1.
Hey,
Woo!
there we go.
That
There
means
we
Nice.
something,
go.
I
There
think.
we go. There we
Mm.
go.
I was
Yes.
so
So yeah,
worried.
so since I still don't know where my goggles are, I'll put on her goggles. And she's gonna look around and she's gonna try and figure out.
So you do
the
actually
best way.
you see as you're looking around, you find, and this will be the last big note for everyone before we're going to go to break. You find a compartment uh, in one section of the platform, and you actually notice if you press the button on it, open it up, there is a variety of what appear to be almost metallic boots. Like they look like boots that have bits of like iron and metal attached to the bottom to them.
Mhm.
But you also notice the moment that you pull them out, across the entire water pathway that would lead to the north, there are now stationed, scattered throughout the entire path, what appear to be little electrically aspected little almost diamond crystals that are floating beneath the water. And you notice when if you move the boots near them, almost like a magnetic pull, like attracting you. You get the sense the boots are heavy enough that they would not have to deal with the wind at all. It would be much slower,
Mhm.
but what I'm basically going to tell you is that wearing those boots, so long as you wear them and you make use of the magnetic pathways along that you'd travel, it's still a difficulty 3 task, but it's basically the boots are acting as 2 assets. But essentially, you're using magnetic pole boots to keep you grounded on the path, just strong enough so that the wind doesn't matter.
Nice job,
All right.
James.
So I'm
Hell
guessing we will
yes.
have to use some rope so that when we get there we can throw it back so somebody else can use it.
Yeah.
Rope
Or there
is
might be like a
always
button that
useful.
just goes nope on the other side.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think I I feel like I kind of was the reason all this happened, so maybe I should be the
I mean, it has to be somebody who's light on their feet. So that is definitely Arrow.
Yeah, not me.
Yeah.
Me neither.
no
I mean, kind of, but not really.
no.
So with with this being the case, you have found a new resource. You have a basic outline of the entire research site, and now you have literal magnet boots. Uh, that is where we are going to take a break for about 10 minutes. Please, everybody, make sure you get some water. Take your meds if you haven't. I'm lucky in that I just got mine. I got a refill of it, and I even got a refill I wasn't expecting to get today. So today is a good day for medication. So take your meds, go use the bathroom, get water. We'll see you in about 10 minutes, everybody, as we're going to go to our second half. Take care. Hello there, lovelies. Hello. Hello. Why,
Mhm.
hello there. It's good to be back here on Girls Run These World doing Numenera Aerowen. So we are in the middle of the second half of our sixth session where grief swallows tides, where our group is trying to navigate a bit of a hiccup that happened because of an electrical cursed eldritch glove that just went off at random. No blame assigned to anyone in particular. You know, these things happen. And, you know,
I blame Penny.
meanwhile, Penny's just here, just like a very small little dog, just anxious the entire time. But our group has come back. We have our lovely viewers here joining us, and we're going to get back into it as the group has found essentially magnetized iron boots that they can use to more easily traverse a pathway leading to the northern section of this research facility. So, group, y'all put on them boots.
Oh, how many
One for
pairs of
every
boots?
single one of you.
There
It's
are?
Nice.
yes. It's weird in that
That's perfect.
yeah, it's weird in that every single time like Jinx goes to pick one out, it's like the previous one didn't disappear.
And they're all our size?
Oh,
Oddly enough, yes.
oh,
I have
nice.
different sized feet, and these fit fantastically. Wow.
Listen. No trans woman in any of my games will ever worry about the sizes not being not being either high or low enough for us. I refuse. I refuse to entertain this kind of trans misogyny in my games.
Mhm.
Say this as a gal who has decently sized feet and fucking stores that want to carry high sizes. Bullshit.
I'm just right on the edge.
I'm unsurprised. Anyways.
Wait,
Carrie-
what? I don't know what that means.
That means nothing. I just wanted to see what your reaction would be. Anyways. So y'all got on them boots. So at different points, everyone is gonna have to get through at least either a might or a speed task.
Mhm.
Now,
No, for everyone.
here's the thing: it's been dropped down to a 3. If two, here's how I'm gonna rule it. If 2 of you can get a success, it'll drop it down to a 2 as you're navigating and making the path easier and stretching out the rope that I assume Jinx has very carefully tied around all of you. Like, stretched out the right amount of width. It'll keep blowing. No! Away with
Jinx.
you!
Jinx. Oh, Jinx.
Anyways,
I got tangled.
you are muted,
Oh,
Noah.
you're muted, babes.
Like, don't try it that way. Nope, nope, nope.
Mhm.
I do have 13 speed with the edge of 1, so I guess
Hey.
I'm not how Cadex
Yeah,
and
who?
Enoch are.
I'm staying at the back the whole time.
Yeah, Cadets and Enoch, you two don't have.
I have a 15 speed.
Oh,
I
look at
exist.
you go, Silver Daddy.
So,
I've been, spreading things out when I upgrade.
gotcha.
People call Enoch the fastest man alive.
Why did you not
In
go
all
for-
ways but one, beloved.
Why did you know
Woo!
suddenly go from like just a chill old man to fucking Usain Bolt all of a sudden?
Because
Like,
of
We love
heightening.
it.
Because
Why-
love
one of us made that joke once, and then we had to keep heightening it every time. Because all of us have that disease in our brains.
I just like a well-rounded character.
no, that's fair. I am the same way. They're like, you could just specialize. It was like, yes, but
I
counterpoint.
could, but
No.
also, right? Yeah,
Also, no.
Enoch has a
refuse.
faster speed than me. That's
I mean, will me messing with the rope help? Anyways, maybe they got a +1.
I'll let you have a +1 for that. But it is, as of now, for everyone, for the first 2 people, it has to be, as you're navigating along the first path, a difficulty 3 might or speed task, I will let you take your pick.
Okay, I'm would any of my skills in like
Your skills.
oh god, I literally think balancing is one of my skills.
I
Let me
would
double
drop
check.
it immediately to a 2.
Um, sorry,
Okay, okay.
physical skills. Yeah, balancing is one of them.
Okay, that would immediately drop it to a 2.
And then I'll just spend the effort on a speed task.
Okay, so that would
Drop
drop
a
it to
line.
a 1. So, Errol, if you want to make the first roll, you only have to roll a 2 or higher because of the +1 with Jinx having used the rope. Does that make sense?
Okay.
I'm just gonna say because she is trained in climbing, you know, she made
I'd
the
say that
rope
works.
super safe.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 12.
Okay, that's good. You man like it's definitely one of those. It feels really weird trying to be balanced with super heavy iron boots, but like every step you take is just that much more measured than everyone else. Just because I like to think of it not just like being good with speed or might as like being brawny, but having a sense of awareness about your body as compared to everyone else. You know exactly just how fast the magnetic pull will actually attract you to the next spot along the path.
And I think, can I describe one thing that happens? Like
Yes.
what? So Errol takes one step and she slips off the side and she immediately reflexively supercharges the electromagnet with her glove, like runs a charge through it and just snaps onto the magnetic.
You, like you definitely sense that like if you exert enough pressure, you can move past to keep the going. So for the first bit of it, Errol, you're fine. You demonstrate to everyone else how to do it properly. So the first bit is cleared. Next section. Who would like to do the next bit?
Go ahead and try.
Okay.
Could
So
I use charge on Enoch's boots to make the magnet stronger?
I would say yes. I'll say that that'll lower it because it's a difficulty. It's still a difficulty 3. So that is so with the charge, I'll treat that as an asset to drop it to 2. Because
Okay.
you're definitely feeling like the boots are like
Okay. And I'll spend the effort to make it a 1.
a 1. So you need a 3 or
Mhm.
higher. Well, 2 or higher because of Jinx's rope.
Don't roll one. We just gotta not roll ones.
Okay, but 18.
All right. Spry as hell old man just manages to local old man manages to cross electromagnetic force with iron boots.
A newspaper editor in the worlds above goes, wait a minute, I've got an idea. Get the headline. Local old man managed to cross. See? We'll sell as many pages as we have.
Are you okay?
Oh my
I'm
god.
having a stroke, see?
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I'm sad now.
Oh my god.
So
Use
that
future
lowers it.
tech, see?
That's that lowers
fine.
the,
He's
that
fine.
lowers the difficulty down for everyone for the next sections to a 2.
So, so if I go next,
Can I charge everyone else's boots, or was that a one-time thing?
I would let you do it if you're willing to pay the cost for it each time.
It's only a one cost,
Yeah,
and
so
I
I
have a
assume
one
you have
on
an
it.
edge in it. Yep,
Yeah.
you're good.
All right.
Okay, this probably won't explode. Everyone good?
probably tingly toes. Yes, absolutely tingly toes, but good.
So who's taking the next one? Difficulty 2.
Right? And because Does my climbing do anything? Trained in climbing?
I'll let you have it to drop it to a 1. So you need a 2 or higher.
But
Mm.
with the asset,
Oh, yeah, no, that just makes it a 0. So you do it without any roll needed.
I got tingly toes, but it's okay. Tingly toes. I'm
So-
thinking like singing in the rain. Oh my god. Paul Holland. No, no, no. Okay, Jinx makes it through. Okay, come on, Cadex. You can do it.
I think I've requested that the rope tied around me is actually like a vest, like you'd put on a kid.
Like a harness.
With
Yeah.
like a like a leash attachment.
Cadex, I would like to offer you a GM intrusion.
I'll probably take it.
As you're moving through, you notice that one of the little like weather bots. I'm just gonna call that instead of trying to come up with something more complicated. I'm just gonna call it the weather bot.
Mm-hmm.
Because of your previous interaction with the machines of this place,
Mm-hmm.
you notice there's something faintly glowing within one of the bots. And you get the sense it might be a file or something with additional information on it.
So is it canon that y'all made a vest out of the rope around me?
Absolutely. Like one of these backpacks.
Cool.
You know, for toddlers.
Then I'm gonna touch it.
Okay, before you accept it, I'm going to add one additional thing.
Okay.
If you reach out,
Yep.
this is going to risk
Yep.
throwing you off balance, and it will increase the difficulty back to a 3.
Yeah. Let's put it this way, y'all. I only have edge and intellect. So you know how like Enoch likes to be well rounded? Yeah, I didn't do that.
I don't have
But
edge in
she
anything
still got
else
tingly
either, for the
toes.
Well,
record.
I mean, like my current might is 3. My current speed is 12, and that's my max. So sure, I'm gonna
Oh.
touch it.
She does have
But
tingly
also,
toes.
I'm really hoping that you don't catch me.
So that is 1 XP for you, Cadex, and 1 XP to give to somebody else.
Oh, I gotta give it to somebody else. Okay.
Yes,
I'm
you
gonna
always
give
pick.
it. Yeah, I'm going to give it to Eric.
Hey,
yeah.
No,
like
I don't have anything to help me in this.
if you want
Plus
to
one
treat
for
it,
me.
so it's +1 for the rope.
Yep.
If you want to treat it as a speed task, so this is a matter of balance, you could spend the 3 points to do a level of effort to drop it to a 2.
I will
Back to 2.
absolutely do that.
Okay.
You said 3, so that because I
Yes.
wasn't kidding about the 3 might currently.
That's why I said it's a speed task. I'm not going to be
Yeah.
mean and be like, yeah, spend your 3 of your might. So
I'm just
you
unconscious on the end of the rope, just like.
So
All right, 2.
it
You
is a
said.
difficult. So it's a difficulty 2. So you need a 6 or higher.
Yay! Plus
Good luck.
1.
+1. So 5 or
Okay.
higher.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. It's a 9.
You're
For a
good.
second, I thought that was a 6. I was like, okay, no, it's a 9.
So it is a bit disorienting. It is a bit unsettling from everyone else's perspective because they've managed to make it across, and then you just see Cadex just kind of.
Ooh. Hold on, I'll be right there. Let me find.
Yummy.
This is really important.
You are so close to like about to fall off, but I will say there's no harm from this. But narratively, you have the most jerky reaction from the boots of it, just like. You are saved by like you're about to fall over at one point, and then everyone just watches you kind of get like pulled forward, like the like vertical version of the cane taking someone off the side of a stage in a cartoon. You just have one of those moments, but pulled
Yeah.
towards the group.
Especially because, I mean, I'm still a little damaged from before. So I think you just see a little like sparks coming out of the parts that are not even. That's fine. I got this. And I will get the file way over
Okay.
when I get to the other side. I found this.
Oh.
Sure, it's important.
What is it?
I don't know. I mean, it looks like all this other stuff I have on my leg, so it's probably important.
Mm.
we're not dead.
Always a plus.
It'll be fine.
We haven't been dead for a while now, and I feel like we're pushing our luck in general, honestly.
So we should totally keep saying it over and over again, right?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Hey, Glove, we're
Oh
not
my
dead.
Woo!
How do you feel about that?
Not
Should
yet.
wait, guys, should I give my glove a name?
I mean, it has the famine name.
Did you
Well,
Right?
ever
yeah, but
ask
like,
it?
I'm not gonna call my glove like
Sweeping
for
famine?
Euros.
I mean, no, because if you do you want to keep it?
Oh, right. If
It's
you
just
name it, you gotta
calling
keep
it
it.
glove feels so impersonal. Fam? Could I call it fam?
Mm,
I
That's
mean, it's
the
with us all the
opposite of
time.
impersonal.
I mean, it probably already has a name. Did you ask?
Glove, do you have a
Yeah,
name?
and oh,
Do you really want it offended by giving it a fluffy butt name or something like that?
We should call it Fluffy Butt.
Absolutely. I think fluffy butt is
Fluffy
amazing.
No.
Let's
Wait,
be
I
butt.
think
honest.
Fluffy Butt is the perfect name. Hey, Glove, your name is Fluffy Butt now.
For the record, if you would like a comparable name in your tongue, you may refer to me as Damocles.
Okay, your nickname is Fluffy Butt.
There's I don't get to use this phrase very often, but I hope you all appreciate it. There is a sigh as though it is a sigh from the ancestors.
Does it like it?
It loves it.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, are we close? We're closer to the solar place, right? We're not about to
Yep.
get zapped or anything.
Yeah, as you've moved close, you actually see just a little, like, within arm's reach. Again, it's above you now. Like, you've walked forward, but if you look back at the platform, it's below you, but you have not walked up. You have walked forward, and it is below you now. If you reach up, you could probably your hand could touch the outside of the dome itself.
That'll probably be fine, right?
I mean, I think we're probably good to do it. Right,
I'm gonna touch it.
Caddix? I'm gonna touch
I
too.
mean,
Does anything
It's like, nope, we
does
don't touch the
anything
shiny.
happen when they touch it?
We
Do you
both touched
touch
it at
it?
the
Do-
exact same
Oh, I
time.
touched it. Yep.
Yeah, I touch it too.
I straight up touched it.
You
Yep.
both feel as though almost like a tendril of water just wraps around your arm, and Jinx and Enoch, you watch as both Cadix and Errol are pulled in.
Oh no, I'm reaping what I sowed.
Oh, girl, what the fuck?
That's what I get for touching the shiny. Told them not to, we don't touch. Look with your eyes, but we don't
Are the
listen.
are the boots left behind, or did the boots go with us?
No, the boots are left behind.
Oh no, is it like we like
Straight
get
out of our
pulled out of the
shoes.
boots and they're just I feel like
Okay, can
James and Enoch
we
after this are
grab
just
their
gonna like
boots?
What? Say that again?
Can we grab their boots?
Yeah,
get
if
some
you'd like.
coffee first while you
Okay,
don't have to deal
cool.
with us. Just like take a minute, have an adult meal.
Breathe. Time. Relief.
Don't
Yeah.
kneel. Oh my goodness.
I guess
We
we gotta get them
swimming.
back, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
I mean, they had this one coming, but
Yeah, you're right. So, how far up are they? Are they like?
what did our
Are they
friend do?
continuing to?
Did our friend
Oh,
get
you
boots
don't
too?
see them.
Oh,
Like when I talked about like a tendril like lashed out, like right when their hands went through, for them it felt like something was grabbing them once they started to go in, and they just the two of you, by the way, the two shiny touchers,
Mhm.
you are in a room that it appears as though it's like the bottom of what like a water reservoir would be.
So we're underwater right now.
No, it's empty
Oh,
currently.
it's empty. Okay.
You're just at the bottom of it.
Yeah, yeah.
Is it filling up? Like is there any
Not
immediate threat?
currently.
Okay.
There is a ceiling above you. There does not appear to be any sort of way out.
I touched the ceiling.
Can we touch it?
Nope.
I figure it's too high.
Do you want me to give you a boost, Cadix?
Let's look for machines first, and then
Okay.
after
you're
that,
smart.
definitely toss me. I'm sure we can reach it.
I don't know why I haven't tossed you yet.
Honestly, right? So I'm
Are
going
you actually doing that?
No, right now I'm going to
Yeah,
scan
we're
to see if
looking
there's any
around.
like control panel or anything around us, or if it's just a big empty box.
Right now, as far as you can tell, it's just an empty box.
Hmm.
See, you say as far as we can tell, and that's the part that makes me worried that there's
I know.
Uh,
like the
can I
walls are
s-
gonna start calling me in, or the monster's gonna come out of nowhere.
can I go to the what I could maybe guesstimate is the north wall out of the four? I'm
Hmm.
assuming there's four.
Sure.
And scan anything. Is it just a solid wall?
No, you scan the wall and you see that there is a control panel right there.
Oh.
Love you, or sorry, Fluffy Butt. I'm so sorry, I dead named you. That was offensive. I shouldn't.
This is a joke that only works in a group of mostly trans people.
This is a joke. Yeah, I want to be clear. I am trans. I feel like most of the people watching this know that. I gotta establish that if I'm gonna make
we
that joke.
very much need to establish that this is a joke only we can make.
As a cis woman, I just find it really fascinating the trans community. For someone to change from I don't know, Larry to Lila is so fascinating to me.
I love you,
Oh my
Noelle.
god.
Right. All right. Joke over.
Don't clip that. Don't clip that, please.
Flip it immediately now.
Somebody clip this immediately.
I
No,
will.
please, I'll be ruined.
Is the panel active? Like any immediate information from the panel?
Barely. It does not appear as though there's a lot of energy going through this thing.
Hey, Errol.
Mhm.
Do you want to charge this? I'll point out the. Okay.
Fluffy Butt says hi, by the way.
Hi, Fluffy Butt.
Hmm.
I already made it for the panel.
Access panel reactivated. Entrance to agricultural and solar conductivity rooms potentially available.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
Forest fire room available. Flooding and water level change area available. Please offer proper research protocol code.
Can you let us know what that is?
Do you think maybe we get can hear? Maybe the like DNA thing can.
Maybe. I think that was just for the security thing, but might.
Please enter access code now.
Oh, Fluffy Butt. Do you know the access code?
I don't remember anything like that.
You're
Do I
not
have an access
helpful.
code?
And you're a
We-
brat.
We named it Fluffy Butt. I don't think it's ever going to be helpful again.
Even if it was before, definitely not now. Hmm.
Okay, Fluffy Butt called me a brat, which is so not true.
It's not.
Input access code now.
So I think we have two options. Maybe we could try it, probably fail, or see if we get Enoch through here.
Yeah, I mean, do we have to go back to try to?
Can we go back?
While they're doing that, can
Yeah,
Right.
while all of that
Oh,
is
wait.
happening,
Does Enoch still have the telepathy thing implanted?
there's a
how long does it
Um,
last, Enoch?
7 hours.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you still got time.
Enoch,
Okay,
get in here.
Yeah.
can we?
Enoch, get in here. Enoch, get in here.
Well, it only has one target, so the only
Oh.
person it would be on would be
Mm.
Penthos.
Did they have
Floppy butt,
boots
can you
too?
talk to Pentos, love?
Did Penthos have boots too?
Yes. By the way, Penthos has just been following all of you without too much
Wait.
difficulty.
Oh,
Just
shit,
scared as
Penthos.
shit.
Oh, wait.
No, Penthos is
I'm
with
sorry.
that group because Penthos is too scared to touch anything in here.
No, I reread what it said. It says user activates the device and targets one creature in close range. For 7 hours, the device enables two-way long-range mental communication between the user and the target. But it doesn't say I only have to target one person for like any specified amount of time. Is that right?
I'm going to rule it as yes, that is correct. Because
Okay.
more interesting.
Okay. So yeah, I still have telepathy on. What's good?
Else we gotta shove him through. How about we tie a rope around Feeney and toss him in and see if he can bring him back? And they can tell you what it is.
Maybe they're just sacrificing Penthos right now.
Oh
hope
yeah.
they're
Okay,
sacrificing
so no,
Penthos.
I'm just okay for Penthos' sake because I'm sure Penthos, how you feeling?
What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I being involved with?
Nothing. Listen, hey,
Fine.
you're good.
I
I'm
can also
going
just throw
to
a rope
target.
through and see if they can get it.
I'm just gonna target Cadix and Errol, or like just target Cadix and be like, hey,
You have to
where
be
do
able
Errol
to
is thinking
see
so
the
hard.
target.
Yeah, we're both like,
surely Enoch is gonna contact me. I'm gonna be the one to get
The-
Enoch to.
wait?
we're
Hold
just
on.
yelling
The
at it in
target,
our head.
it said close
says-
range, right?
In close. Oh shit, they're not in
How
close
far
range,
away
are
are
they?
we?
Oh, we could be
How
across
far
the map
away
at this
are
point.
y'all?
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, jeepers.
Physics
Okay,
don't mean
right.
anything
Okay.
here.
You know what? No.
Physics
I'm
is
gonna
a
just-
suggestion here, not an actual rule.
Or guideline.
They're more like
Um,
guidelines than rules.
So
I'm sorry.
Jane.
That's on you.
Love you too.
No, Jinx. You want to throw the rope through and see if it'll reach them?
You know what? How about we put a little note on it, so that they can write on it, and then we just yank it back.
Huh.
I'm going to fasten it
Okay,
to
what
the
about
structure.
okay? Tie the rope to me and let me go through, and I'll bring them back.
All right, so you're gonna talk to me, or you're gonna talk to Feeney?
I'm gonna talk to you.
All right, so we're switching it.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna make Enoch a fancy harness,
Mhm.
and then Enoch, and I'm gonna
Then I'm
tie
gonna.
it to the structure, and also around me so I can yank.
Oh, okay. Nice. You're doing wonders with that rope. My goodness.
So you let Enoch go through? So Enoch, you touch
Yeah.
material?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through.
He volunteered.
The rope goes slack immediately.
Oh. shit.
Enoch,
you're
can
now
you
in
hear
the
me?
room with them.
Enoch,
up, yo?
Enoch.
Yes.
Can I ask you a question? Where does
yeah.
Enoch come from?
Enoch just appears in the room.
Oh, gee whiz.
Enoch.
It's just positive.
We found maybe a way to get in, but we need a password.
Oh, it mentioned
Okay.
tornadoes, forest fires, water tank. I don't remember, but it had a bunch of different things that said it could happen
Yeah.
with this panel.
Access code not implemented.
Okay.
Informing defensive protocols to
Wait,
ensure
what?
the threat does not reach experimental site.
Can I do a distant activation on it to not have that happen?
What does your distant activation specifically say?
We're about to find out because I don't remember exactly.
Well done.
Can I also
see,
just
'cause,
reflexively, I would like to put shock on my glove.
Okay, it may not work because apparently it has to be smaller, but you can activate or deactivate any machine you can see within short range, even if you don't want to be able to touch, even if you would have to touch or manually operate it. To use this ability, you must understand the function of the machine. It must be your size or smaller, and it cannot be connected to another intelligence.
Else, there's also the malfunction thingy you and I have. But I'm not there, so
The thing is, I don't have. Oh, I have 1 XP. I
'Cause you
do.
just got it from an injury.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, keep going.
Jinx is yelling for Enoch in her head. Like,
Oh, am I in close range or no?
Oh,
Well, you started in
shit.
close range, but it can go to long range, right? That's what it said.
Wait a minute. Let me look at it again.
please read your things, people. Read your stuff.
So,
There's 7
and
hours.
I'm
Yes,
reading this.
long range. Long range. The target has to be in close range, but the device enables two-way long range mental communication. Are we within
I'd said
long
it,
range?
yeah. I'd say yes.
Okay, sweet. Hi, Jinx.
what happened? The rope went slack.
Yeah, I think you just gotta come in here, homie.
Okay, but everybody's safe so far.
Yeah, we're good.
Right.
There's a big defense protocol thingy happening in here, and so yeah, we need your help. Is
Grab Penthos.
yeah, and Penthos as well, please.
Right. So she's gonna be like, we gotta follow them. They're okay, and just grab and like,
Oh, okay, fine.
it's like we're going.
Well,
Yeah.
as you all arrive in, the defense protocols begin to implement.
Great.
Water from all 4 corners of the ceiling begins to pour in.
Oh my god. Okay.
I would like to take the shock off my glove.
Yeah, I would probably do that.
Um, I'm going to use.
Penthos, can you stop this somehow?
I, I don't entirely understand what
Errol,
exactly. Like,
can you
it's
give
not-
me a boost? Go- I'm going to use a phase. The heck is this called? Vase disruptor on the wall in front of us, a little bit higher up, and then it opens up a 10-foot cube.
Oh, I thought we already used the phase disruptor.
Did we actually use it though last time?
I don't know if you actually did end up using
I don't
it,
think we
but-
used it because the bird we were on was too big for this. Is what I
Yeah.
remember.
Right.
At least that's why I didn't mark it off. Now,
Mhm.
I don't think we used it, but put a portion of physical structure out of phase for a 10-foot cube. Yep. I'm sure it sounds much more impressive than that.
Is this wall 10 feet or less? You say that it's 10 feet or less?
Well, I was hoping if I got up high enough before the water started, we could just go in there and I can deactivate it when we're on the other side. Hopefully,
Mhm.
that's not also super scary on the other side. I don't know. But it just
Mhm,
water
but
comes in.
At least it's not immediate drowning. Jeepers.
So, are you going to use this phase disruptor and try and do
Oh
that?
yeah, I already said it. Yeah.
Okay. So, are you climbing through to where you see this patch of the wall has been disrupted?
I was hoping I could just see through it, but I mean the intent is to go through it so we don't drown.
Okay. When you see through it, you see very much extremely disorienting, as though you are looking at a massive spanning field. Anybody hear that?
Yeah, someone's singing.
Okay, sorry. I was like, what am I hearing something? My bad. Anyways, so you see right in front of you there is a pool of water, and that there looks to be a tiny little walkway that passes over the pool of water to then lead onto first area where it looks as though there is a massive spanning section of field that splits off into different sections of what appear to be almost like crop fields.
Well, there's not water. I can't promise there's nothing else, but it looks like there's just fields and then like the bridge.
Penthos,
Sure.
Penthos, come on. Are you sure you can't do anything?
I don't. I could probably try and do something, but um, like you're getting a strong sense Penthos probably could alter the water in some way. Penthos is looking at the glove with fear.
I
I was like, if Arrow's gonna try to do something, Caddick's gonna just crawl through it.
yeah, I think
Because I'm on your hands right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna boost you over. I'm going to say, Penthos, give me the glove.
I don't know how to take it off. It is basically bound to me right now.
Fluffy butt, I need you to tell your friend, let me do the thing. Damn it, please. Come on.
So you want to get another one of us? Do I have that right?
I just don't want anyone else to die.
Good answer. I like when you work with me.
That sucks.
And you hear, Errol, a second voice in your head. So what is this that I'm hearing about you being more enthusiastic than my current host?
Listen. Just come over here. You do so much.
Hmm. Eager beaver, I like it. You know, I don't think we've ever had two of us bound to the same person before.
First time for everything. I grab Penthos's glove and yank as hard as I can.
The glove. Let me double check a quick thing.
You're checking the body horror, right? That's what you're doing. You're seeing if body horror is
I'm
one of
trying
the...
to make sure I'm fitting the grounds for this because this is bad. There is a loud scream from Penthos as the glove. When I said like this thing was bound to Penthos's body, like it very much was becoming like a second skin.
Mhm.
It's not like gruesome, but it's very clear Penthos does not like this, number one. And number two, it's akin to like imagine a band-aid getting ripped off from hair, but your entire arm. The glove falls down to the ground.
Can we react to that, or is that like?
Yes, because there is still. You all notice the glove falling. Well, everyone but Cadix notices that the glove falls to the ground. Cadix has already made their way out.
Yeah, Jinx will probably like pull her cloak and like bodily jump on it like nobody touch this.
Can I have roll speed to try to put it on before anyone can stop me? I want to quick check with the party out of character. How do y'all feel about me doing this?
Yeah, this is a very pivotal moment. Are folks okay with this route going? Or do we want to put a stop to this and rewrite this scene? It is totally fine if anyone says no.
Totally fine.
Honestly, I'm fine with whatever narratively happens, but that's only my opinion.
Yep. I mean, the gloves might fight to the death. Who knows? And then there's no glove left. But yeah, things will try to cover it with the cloak and make sure nobody touches it.
Alex?
Oh, I've been muted this whole time.
Oh,
I'm over here running my mouth. Okay. No, I'm good. I'm curious.
okay, cool. I
That's the worst statement someone can make about a deadly arcane object.
No, I'm
Uh,
curious about like narratively what's meant to happen.
then I would like to roll that speed.
Here is what I will do. I think Jinx knows enough about how you've been acting that here's what I'm going to do. Because this is not something that normally comes up that often in this system, so I'm going to do this on the spot. Jinx, I'm going to give you a chance to increase the difficulty for Errol to get the glove. It is going to start at a difficulty 4 for Errol. If you succeed, I will bump it up to a difficulty 6.
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's trying to get in the way. She's like, nope, nope.
This is, I will say, this is a speed task. This is
Okay.
very much about being fast enough. However, if you did want to try and use perception,
Mhm.
I think this is appropriate in just trying to read Errol's movements enough.
Yep, to see which way, or
Yeah,
which way I'm blocking the
but
best.
this is a matter.
Putting my
Yeah,
I'm an obstacle. Absolutely, I will be an obstacle.
okay. So it is a speed task of 4 for you, Jinx.
Okay.
Errol, depending on what happens with this, will change the difficulty for what your task to try and get this glove on is.
Right. So I got 1 edge and speed, and I have 2 effort, and I'm trained in perception. Math time.
So 4, you train perception, I'll say it drops to 3.
Hmm.
If you're going to spend the 2 on effort, I'll drop it to 1.
All right. Yes, we're doing that.
Okay, so you need to roll 3 or higher. You're spending all these resources to do that. It's 1 or higher. So it's 1, so it's 3 or higher to do this.
Right. This is the way. Let's save our friend. You're going in the trash.
1 or 2. 1 or 2. 1 or 2.
Oh, 17!
Nice.
17!
Errol,
I am a middle-aged obstacle. I am the chunk in the way.
so here is the thing though. It's not just this is why I wanted to see whether or not it would work, because Errol, the thing that is getting in the way is not just Jinx pulling it away from you, but Jinx still have that serpent heart from earlier.
Yeah.
It's also reacting to the glove, and it's making it much harder for Errol to. It has. The middle-aged obstacles, a perfect quote. Bless you, whoever put that in chat. It is having an almost magnetic, like, force of resistance against you. You are actively being hindered from trying to get any closer to this thing because of Jinx's movements and the serpent heart. This is a difficulty 6 task. It is speed.
I'm gonna spend the effort to bump it down to. I am looking at my stuff to see if I have anything else that would bump it down. Um, unless we do some creative reinterpretation of aggression, I don't think I have anything else.
So you're spending the 1 on effort.
I'm bumping it down to with effort.
One level of effort.
2 levels of effort.
2 levels. So now it is a difficulty 4. So you need a 12 or higher
Okay.
past this. So roll of fate, everybody. Here we go.
This is gonna be a very important roll. Are we excited to see what happens? This is gonna be fun.
I'm terrified.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 19. Can I describe how I get the glove?
Mhm.
I rip it off. It goes flying through the air. Jinx starts to pull it away, and almost as if me and my original glove are perfectly synced, I zip across the room, snagging it, and whenever I appear in a flash of light on the other side, I have both gloves attached.
You are about to get the lecture of your life. I don't even need to roll for scolding. It starts with, "Are you out of your mind?"
No. This is good. This is
No,
good.
this
We're
is
in a place
not
where
good,
we can.
child. This is so far away from good. This is not even on the surface no more.
Y'all, come on. Arrow,
Water
throw
level is
people
rising,
through.
by the way.
No.
Can my first act with this glove be to halt the water
Alright.
level?
Yep. It is. It is a cost of 3 points. This is what I'm going to give you as a first tier ability with this. I'm treating this as effectively you've gained a new. While you have this artifact on you, it's an additional like foci
Whoa.
with a
Rides
cost.
the lightning, surfs the waves.
Basically, it's I'll say you are now a cheerful glaive who rides the lightning and commands the waves mournfully.
Ooh.
Because so here's the thing. It's 3 cost to change the direction and flow of a given body of water nearby you. So you can immediately do this. However, Errol, and I'm going to ask you, Noel, the player, are you okay with me pushing on
Yeah.
this?
Go right ahead.
There is no sense of adrenaline or glee that or like rush to the body like with the electric glove. This one, with using it, you remember everything about what happened from your original home. You remember every bad moment and reaction to them seeing you do what you did.
Grief and anger is a great combination for sort of stability.
Pretty much. You this I will come up with a better name probably by next session. But this is the this is the
Drowns
fist.
and waves.
No, this is the fist of sorrowful tides. This is essentially if you are willing to put yourself through intense psychological stress, you can manipulate bodies of water nearby you. Um, It is a painful experience doing this. But you manage to change the course of the water.
I did it. I did something good, right? I fixed it.
I
No,
see
no.
those like bleeding on the ground. Curious.
The room, a whole wall, as you get through and the water's reversed, a whole section of the wall opens up and everyone just spills out.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like dumped into the water that surrounds this reservoir that you now are seeing is actually supposed to just be an entrance room, like a foyer essentially equivalent into the research site, into this research sector.
But no, I mean it's like Pinto's just like in
And
agony, laying on the
is
ground,
in
bleeding.
agony.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there's a look of like trying to get up, saying, I don't hear them anymore. I don't hear them.
Enoch. Enoch.
And he
Okay, oh Jesus.
just crashes
Okay.
to the ground.
I can't help him.
I know, I got it. I got it. I got it. I'm gonna
Joker find it.
I'm going
find Errol.
to heal Pinthos.
I'm for the sake of the narrative, I'm not going to make you roll on that one. I'm just going to say it goes through, just for
Okay.
sake of just staying in the moment. But yeah, Errol. Well, actually, everyone taking a look at Errol, you actually see the lightning glove has spread all the way up to her shoulder, and the water glove has done exactly the same,
So they progressed faster than
much faster.
what was okay.
I feel tired. I think Arrow like fully keels over.
I think we're just gonna try to drag Errol through, drag both. For God's sake, Pinthos. Just, are we all in the same area now, or have they entered a separate area away from me?
No, you're all in the same area.
Okay.
You're basically like you're on patchy little bit of field and green. Everyone else just got dumped into the water in front of you,
Yeah, yeah.
and then you
So-
were pulled out of the water
Yeah.
to the fields, and then you just see again all of these crops spreading out forward for a bit.
Definitely to keep them from drowning, I will pull both, or pull both of them into the grass, not into the water that they into.
Choose dump Arrow in the water, like, well,
First breath. No, make sure that doesn't happen, and pull them out and just ensure that they're not going to drown. I don't know where we are. That progression is bad. Is there a panel nearby in this
You have
area?
a file.
I didn't know if I could read it.
You haven't tried reading. You haven't tried looking at it.
No, because usually I can't access any files.
Really.
I will attempt to.
It basically slots into your leg the same way that your other memories did.
Mm.
Curiously, it looks very similar to the design of your other ones. As you slot it in, a little hologram appears in front of you of Ezekiel.
Oh, Enoch, come watch this.
Okay. Yeah, I go over.
Hello there to anyone who might be able to find this. So I don't know how well the other research sites are doing, everything that's been happening, but it's been getting pretty bad here the past few months. You see, he's a lot older than he was in the other recordings.
Mhm.
He's definitely probably actually he looks more akin to what Enoch's age is right now.
Oh wow, cool.
How,
Um,
level of 1 to 10, how?
anyways,
easy.
so uh, he he takes his time and they start speaking. Okay, I think we managed to get a large portion of the people who were here up to the heavens. I think they're going to be okay. I think all the islands will be able to support them. Adisha and I are still trying to work out the last bit of safety protocols for whoever's left here and trying to repel any other creatures from getting in. But some of the stuff that we've been researching has gotten out. It's spread among some of the different sectors. We had that one project of whatever the hell that frozen heat feeding tentacle entity thing was. That's definitely gotten out in the blizzard section, but I think the cold will naturally freeze it for a good portion of time, so I think we can still buy ourselves some time to deal with that. The bigger problem are the crabs that have gotten out in a lot of the other water sections and the plasmars. The damn things have been starting to convert into energy and trying to spread through a lot of the technology here and just overloading most of the systems. I am going to put a contingency here in this sector. Should anyone happen to find this, I don't know, someone who's related to me, someone who knows anything about what might have gone on here, or who's here just trying to figure it out. The contingency protocols are in the northern solar terrarium section. They'll be there. There is a small sort of like greenhouse subsection within it that there should be a place where you would be able to get the rewriting access. The biggest concern right now, even beyond all of the creatures, is most of the elemental devices the artifacts have gotten loose, and there's only a couple containment resources available in order to get them off of people. I still think we have one or two things left in the lightning storm documentation sector, but though maybe there's something over in the earthquake measurements department. I don't know what the state of things is right now. I am going to be taking a look through the rest of the sections as soon as I can. But whoever finds this, um, please stay safe, take care of yourselves. There's a lot of dangerous stuff going on here, but please, no matter what happens, no matter how tempting it is to try and find an edge in here, do not put on, if you see a glove of any kind, do not put it on. Do not put it on.
Did I did I do good?
Enoch, if you ever get this, sorry I can't give you a better homecoming, but we're going to do what we can to try and save what we can of this place. Good luck.
Enoch, and I'm kind of whispering. I wasn't gonna say anything, but now we saw that in the hurricane, typhoon, lunar mapping, the south upside, uh, the computer said that was the last place that they saw Ezekiel. And I don't remember how long ago it was.
Who do you?
I look.
Ye-
I figured we'd get to the solar part, get you to help us with the security thing, and then we could go look. But I don't know if he's in the Nexus core like the last one, but I don't know. I didn't want to tell you yet until I knew.
I
Sorry.
I don't know. I mean, we have to go check. I have to go check.
Yeah, I figure we gotta do the security thing first so we don't die.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean
Mhm.
priorities, but
Yeah,
yeah.
but also now
On
we
the
have a
way.
containment for. I'm just gonna like silently point to a problem that just happened. Um, maybe that goes on the
Yeah,
list of priorities too, but I just wanted you to know. I just thought I would have to let you know until later. That way I'd be happy and I'd have more things to say. I don't though.
it's okay. It's just it's a lot, you know? Isn't
Yeah.
he supposed to be I don't know which is better or worse. I don't
I
who
yeah,
knows?
I was kind of hoping that somehow he magically lived like I did or something, but um or was in the Nexus core. Uh,
I don't
yeah.
know.
So
We don't
anyway,
know.
no, but the computer did say this last time they saw him. Who knows? Maybe there's like an escape pod and just poof, and he's, somewhere else.
Maybe? I don't know.
Yep.
Okay, let's forward march, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if security's first or if we just keep her
Security for
unconscious
sure.
until then.
Let's do what we can to mitigate some danger.
Okay.
Cause I don't want to take on no more smoke than I got to keep it a buck with you.
Yeah. I don't know where we are. We might be in the solar area. Let's see. In this sector, it's fire, solar conductivity, and it's going too fast for me to write down the rest.
Flooding.
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 You
I
just
think we can
saw.
spell flooding.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we might. I don't know. We might be in the fire section or the solar conductivity. Is there a greenhouse?
Huh.
Because he said there was a greenhouse.
You
And I
probably
will
have to
look.
go deeper.
Okay.
Okay.
By the way, if you look out towards up to where a sky might be, there is a skyline in here.
Huh.
Pretty.
Great.
Is
That's
is
great.
is this like in
That's pretty weird. I don't know. And honestly, if they were
this
trying to
is a head
replicate like
factory?
natural disasters, this place is gonna get weird.
Oh yes.
Especially because they said us to study it, right?
Hmm. So what could this be?
I will look around and I can't scan that big of an area, of course, just what
But can I do like a perception or something?
So you don't need to roll anything for this. What you see past these initial fields, where it looks as though there is an absurd amount of different crops and such, like even different sections. And even if you just get close to some of the crops and you move your hand along it, the sunlight like is altered, like the conditions for each different crop. Like the technology in here is so advanced that it is actually like arcing sunlight in a specific way, and the conditions have been shifted. But you do see a fair distance away what looks to be the beginnings of a massive forest.
Hmm.
And for a split second, both of you notice that a section of it just immediately goes into
that's the forest fire.
flames.
Yep. Okay.
Mm.
Um,
Yep.
hopefully this is a solar section, but if it is fire that way, then I guess we're in the right spot, right?
I hope so.
Yeah. It'll be fine. We'll figure it out. By the way,
You don't have to
as Frenthos? Nope, sorry, hold on one more time.
hint those.
Penthos, there's no R. Is he stopped screaming? Is he unconscious? What happened?
He's
Uh,
unconscious. He's
Okay.
um, I'll yeah, I'll carry him on my back. Poor
Okay.
baby. Poor
Um,
baby.
but like, we're gonna get that containment thing, right?
We're gonna have to, beloved,
Okay.
because
'Cause,
that's not tenable.
yeah, I figured Arrow could handle one and make possibly good use of a glove of power. Okay. And you see the eyes start twitching again, like the stress.
Mm, Yeah.
Jinx, what have you been doing throughout this?
Muttering and cursing under her breath and not paying attention to much. She mad. That is so stupid. This is just like I tried. It's so hard. Just
I do so much for you.
I'm gonna go to Jakes and just be like, okay, look, I know you're mad. We can figure it out. No, we can do it. We can. Okay. Do you think you could find a greenhouse?
yeah. I can
Okay.
probably find a
Yeah,
greenhouse.
we can focus on that, right? Like, we've got plans. We're going towards it. And then I'm gonna whisper, just we have a plan for the arm.
Okay. Ugh.
See, hope,
Navigate to the greenhouse.
hope.
What else can go wrong?
Nope, nope, nothing.
On that
Nothing's gonna wrong.
note,
Hope.
the narrative
No.
cuts off on that question,
No.
as we are going to close it there. Not necessarily too early, because we do need to do a rundown of stuff for everyone. But holy Jesus Christ! I just had a motorcycle go by my room. That is terrifying. Thank you everybody for being here for what became an extremely emotionally fraught end of a sixth session where grief swallows tides. This was not the way I expected the title for the session to come into effect, but here we are. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm gonna let everyone go around. Gonna go around same order that we did as before. Just talk about like just something that you're in and where folks can find you. So I'm gonna start with Torin.
Sure. Hello, I'm Torin, or Torin Talks Creativity on Twitch. I've been playing Cadix. Sure. I'm not sure how to describe her at this point. As far as other things I'm in a number of shows right now on Girls Run These Worlds because they've been very gracious to allow me in them. And otherwise, have my own Twitch channel that you can see me on Wednesdays, where I do Elder Millennial Plays New Game, where I play games that have been gifted to me and just fuck it up. And don't do well at it. So that is where you can find me.
Yes, you are much beloved in this space, Torin. Many people are like, just put them in there.
I can't handle the positivity. Okay, thanks. I'm fine.
Tough shit. You're gonna get that no matter what, dork. Anyways,
I will accept this compliment.
So balances out. Thank you.
yeah, I figured. Noelle, you're up.
Hey everyone, I'm Noelle. I was playing Errol, who caused no problems. You can find me at Noelle Eve Palmer, NoellEvepalmer. I just announced my upcoming children's book. I'm super excited about. Ever Happily
And
Ever
it's pretty.
After will be hitting some form of pre-order in June, it looks like. So follow me there to keep tabs on a little trans fairy tale.
It's very adorable. If none of you have ever seen Noelle's work before, go check it out. Alex, you're up.
Oh, hi. My name is Alex. I have been playing Enoch. You can find me bouncing around the internet, AlexAMA_. I bop around Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever, just come Joe.
And last but certainly not least, Vivi.
I am Vivi of Vivacia. You can find me in different places. Most of the links will be at vivacia.contact in that bio. I also like to hang out in our Discord here, and this is the coolest thing I'm doing right now. Also, Jinx now thinks she has to gain some more weight so that she's a bigger obstacle. Like she got to save her kittens.
She's now become she's gone from the herder of kittens to the protector and savior of kittens.
Absolutely.
And hello there, everybody. My name is Angela Lemos Mugubejo, using she, they pronouns, and you can find most of my work over on actually my Patreon, as I now, as of recently, have 273 poems that are on there, half of which are patron locked, the rest of which are available for public viewing. I run the gamut in terms of anything from justice to self-love to trauma and sexual assault topics for themes, and then occasionally I just have a lot of really gay love poems just to show up on there because range. But we have for upcoming shows, I believe right now I think it just might be the All Templars Are Bastard show that's happening on Sundays. We're going to get into, for those of you who have not been graced by the double whammy of thirst and intrigue that is Humaloo running a Dragon Age RPG series, go check it out on Sundays. I believe it's 12 p.m. PST, if I'm remembering that correctly.
12 PST. So that's
PST.
Pacific.
That's see. I adjusted for my time when I was like, no. I shouldn't. I should always adjust for EST, and yet I was wrong. Never adjust, people. But go check that out. And also, we are going to be rating one of our fantastic founders, Ryu, at Ryu Plays Games. So send some love over to them. She is the dragon. She is the presence. She is everything. And thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It is always a deeply affirming thing to see folks tune in, even just for a portion of the story. I know it can be very intense, but this has been an absolute honor to be running this game for this table, and look forward to seeing you all back for the next 4 sessions until the end. So we'll see you all real soon. Send some love to Ryu, everybody. Take care.